Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of What the Cluck, and in today's episode we're going to be looking at how to clip a bird's wing feather to stop it flying. So we are losing the light that you can see on there. So here we've got a small bantam chicken, so I can do this one-handed just about, but it is easier with two people if you want to use two people at home, one to hold, one to trim. So when we're looking at clipping the wings, we're looking at these flight feathers. So it's these longer feathers here. So it's just like giving the bird a haircut. There is another thing called wing pinioning, which is a bit like docking a dog's tail, where you actually remove this bit of the wing bone. It's barbaric, shouldn't be done, don't do it, and will not be talked about any further. So it's not wing pinion, it's hard to say as well, wing pinioning. This is wing clipping, so it is just like a haircut for the birds. Now you've got the long flight feathers, and you've got the smaller sort of downy feathers up here. Use these small feathers as a guide. If you're worried about how far up to go or what ones to trim, you use these as a guide. So you go across those feathers there, just with a pair of scissors. So you see where they are, and then you cut just like that. So you can see we've used the smaller feathers as a guide and then gone across, and that is it. That's the flight feathers, and it will not be able to fly now. Do not do the other wing. You can see now she's absolutely fine, a bit miffed because she wants to go to bed, and I've just picked her up. The other wing you leave as is. A lot of people clip both wings. This is absolutely pointless. The idea of it, now she hasn't got the flight feathers on that wing, when she flaps she'll lose balance, so she'll fall to the side. If you clip the other wings, for the first couple of days she'll be like, oh, why can't I get off the ground? But she's still balanced. She'll quickly learn, oh, I've just got to flap a bit harder, and then she can still fly. So clipping both wings achieves nothing. Only ever clip the one wing. Now this is a small bird. This is a Belgian de Clay bantam, and she can fly. So she will sleep in a 20-foot tree, which is fine for her, but not for us particularly, because we've got owls in the orchard, and oh, let's come down here. We've got owls in the orchard, and one day she will be dinner if she keeps sleeping in the tree. That's why I've clipped her wing. There are many more cons to clipping a wing than pros. We don't do it. The only reason I've done it with her is because, like I say, she is potentially going to get herself eaten. That is the only reason to clip a bird's wing. A lot of my customers, the first thing they say, are the wings clipped? No. Oh, well, I'll do that then. No, okay. It doesn't harm the bird, but really, why do it? By clipping the wing, you are now stopping that bird being able to get away from predators. The only reason to do it is if the bird is getting itself into harm, either jumping a fence, jumping a wall, getting up high and causing a lot of mischief and a lot of trouble. Don't do it just because you think they might do it. Do it if they are doing it. A lot of times, it's just because a chicken can do something doesn't mean it will. We keep our personal chickens behind a 4-foot wall. Any of them could easily get out if they wanted to, but none of them ever have in 3 years. They don't need to, they don't want to. So just think twice about doing it, because you do ruin the appearance of a bird as well by doing that. They don't just tuck away and hide. You can clearly see the big now right angle in the bird. It ruins the look of the bird, especially if you want to show it or something like that. You will no longer be able to. You hinder its ability to get away from predators like a fox. By doing that, all it can do is sort of run and flap and fall around on the floor. It can't get up high out the way, and it does actually annoy the bird because every time it tries to flap it falls to the side, so the bird actually becomes a little bit miffed with it. So that's why we don't do it as standard, but that is how you do it. It's as simple as that. I'll do another couple of videos on how to do ducks and turkeys. It's the same principle, but little bit of a different wing structure and things, so I will do those. The turkeys we have to do because they're an absolute nightmare, and they are refusing to go into their house, and they sleep every night on top of a 7-foot fence, which is fine. And Blue, our big male turkey, has fought off 3 foxes so far, but his luck will run out, so we need to do him. But that's by the by. Anyway, I'll do other videos on them. So that is how you clip the wing of a chicken, or any bird really. So I hope that's been helpful, and we've been Caught Farm Chickens, and we'll see you on the next one.